So cruising around in FSD 14.3.5 in standard mode. Just doing a little bit of a early peak cross suburb kind of run around, just to test how the car's going at things like intersections. That was really good, no hesitation at all there. Just straight through, which is great. Yeah, it kept rolling straight through that roundabout and it had right of way, so it was the perfect way to do it. Beautiful sunny afternoon in Sydney. The car's going well there. Just does start to cut the corners a little bit, I've noticed, as behaviour in 14.3.5. I actually had the misfortune of clipping one of those really low concrete traffic guiders on a suburban street, and actually dinged my wheel, my rim, which wasn't good. So yeah, first blood to FSD. Yeah, going really well here. Placement on the road is really good. Coming up to the Pacific Highway. I've set a couple of destinations. I'm not actually sure of the exact route that we're going to take to those destinations, so you'll discover along with me how the car is navigating around the place. So yeah, coming up to the Pacific Highway here, standard mode, FSD 14.3.5. Yeah, navigating around that traffic obstacle pretty well there, which is really good. And we're up now on the Pacific Highway. So should be reasonably busy at this time. Very busy type of road. Car's got a little bit of a break here. Yeah, and it goes for it. That's excellent work there by the car. Yeah, really good. It's picked the left lane, which is absolutely fine. But what we're going to discover up here is that this left lane actually ends. So it's going to be a good test for the car. It's going to have to find the right or middle lane as a merge. So coming up on it now. Car has not yet indicated. Yeah, it's now indicating. Audi gave me a bit of room eventually. Yeah, really well done by the car there. That's really good. Came up to speed, waited it out, and actually got the opportunity to merge, which is good. So Pacific Highway is pretty windy through this section, carries a lot of traffic. Our destination is eventually to the right, so it will eventually need to find the right lane. So we'll see how well the car does at doing that. Got a right turn in about 400 metres or so. If I was manually driving, I'd be thinking about getting over. Let's see how the car does. Yeah, hitting the lane markers a little bit just then. Yeah, it's now deciding to get over. That's perfectly reasonable. Well done, car. I think perhaps as humans we're a little bit more cautious about getting over in plenty of time. FSD, I've noticed in 14.3.5, it doesn't wait until the very last minute, but it waits long enough to get you thinking about how the car's going to actually get over. I haven't had any type of issues with that, touch wood. So the car's doing a really good job there. So I've got a green light here to turn right. It's going to be a pretty difficult, unprotected right. I would imagine the car's probably going to wait for a green arrow. It's a bit of a trap because, thank you. Yeah, did really well there. Had the miracle of 3 lanes of traffic letting me through, so that was really good. Now we're into a car park here. That is not the car park. So that is intervention 1. That is a gated delivery bay. So I think it's actually a navigation issue, as you can see there. So we might just enter into the actual customer parking and probably spin straight out. I'll just manually drive into the car park and then we'll get FSD to exit out. Or should I just put it into FSD now? There we go. Navigation was the issue there. Okay, so let's begin after intervention 1. So cars into the car park. I'm going to go now and edit this trip. And I'm going to remove our current destination. I think I might have been a little too late for it though, as I think the car's finding a park. So yeah, this should be a reasonably good test. We've got open bays here, so it shouldn't really have any issue with this park at all. It's coming in a little left, but it's going to straighten up there. So second shot at the park. Yeah, doing better that time. Still a little bit to the right and a bit cautious. I'm going to have a third shot car, or are you declaring that victory? We're still self-driving. Shall I intervene? I'll tap the accelerator. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I have to say that's a bit of a fail there. I may have impacted things by cancelling the navigation, but given the car was actually parking, I would have liked it to have finished its park. So yes, anyway, start self-driving. Let's go on to our next destination. Yeah, well out there, so it didn't really complete the park. So we're now driving to our next destination. The car doesn't really want to go, so again, I'm going to have to tap the accelerator there. And a little tap got the car going. It should be going around to the right here, which it does, so well navigated. I thought for a minute there it was going to try the left against the flow of the marked lane. Yeah, can we go out here? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we probably can. Did not know that this little exit existed, but the car has found it. Yeah, well done, car. Did better than I would have done there. I would have gone back to the entrance. Hopefully it recognises our number plate and lets us out. Yeah, waited for the gate. Oh, yeah. Excellent work, car. And straight out. Yeah, really good. Really good. No hesitation there, so nice to see. I got a bit muddled with the navigation there though. I think a lot of FSD's issues are navigation related at this point. Got an exiting car there. Good speed here to go around this truck with some oncoming traffic. Car's doing pretty good there. Yeah, so nice work. Another Tesla up ahead. They seem to be growing on trees, the old Model Ys at the moment. Good cars, so why not? So we're coming up on Ryde Road. Again, a pretty busy road. Quite similar, 3 lanes. kind of narrow lanes, bit similar to the Pacific Highway as well. Excuse me. And we've got a good amount of peak hour traffic travelling down as well, so a good test of the car to see how well it takes its opportunities. Could have gone there, but it's kind of lost its... No, it hasn't. Okay, yeah, it found it. That wasn't quite the merge that I would have done, but the car actually found it. Seat of your pants stuff there. It did nothing technically illegal. The way that I would have left that left turn would obviously have been to have waited and swept out into one of the further lanes, given that we were going straight on, but the car got out, to its credit, when I thought that perhaps it may not, and managed to get over. So I did the mad scramble across to the right. Did pretty well. Right up to speed here in standard mode. Centering in the lane is pretty good. Yeah, I think some of the, moments that you have with FSD are related to things like that. You don't know exactly what the car's going to do. And, in that case, I thought that the car might just sort of wave the white flag and just reroute by going into that left lane that ended up on the Pacific Highway. But no, the car kept on going. It was safe to do so as far as I can recall. Didn't cross any solid lines or anything like that. Was it the most graceful thing in the world? Yeah, maybe not, but it got the result, so can't argue with that. So our next destination is a public car park about 1 kilometre or so ahead, and it will be on our left. Car's doing really well here, respecting the limit in standard mode. The car in the inside lane here, we should be thinking about getting across here because we're going to have queued traffic. But the car has not done that at this stage, which is okay because it will have another opportunity past these lights to find that car park. Good test semi-peak hour traffic here. Just see how the car's doing. Cruising along in FSD 1435. In Suburban early peak, cars getting over, which is good. And we are going to find this car park here. Excellent work. So this is our destination, so it'll be interesting to see what the car does as far as finding a park. Swung right around there near that lady. Didn't really indicate there. It has found the park though, which is good. Yeah, excellent work, car. Pretty assertive. Would have maybe liked to have seen little indication entering this part of the car park, but the park is very good. Very good. Yeah, you can't fault that. That's a little bit to the left, but yeah. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, maybe a little bit further to the right, but pretty evenly spaced between the cars there. So yeah, FSD, really good work. I'm going to add a destination here. tap that one. Yeah, perfect. So let's begin self-driving. I'll put my foot on the brake, release the pedal, and we should be heading off to our next destination. Yeah, so car not really starting here. I feel like there's a tiny little bit of acceleration going on, but it's just not getting going. It's quite a strange sensation, actually. I've never felt that. I'm going to tap on the accelerator a bit. And we're still going backwards. That was interesting. Had a little bit of a roll back then when I lifted my foot off the accelerator to give the FSD a bit of encouragement. That's no entry, so we're not going to be doing that. I'll just fix that up. Yeah, that was basically entry only, so you can't exit that way. I'm going to say navigation. So yeah, I guess a navigation related error there. I'm going to go straight back to FSD and see what it does. Yeah, it kind of eventually found the new direction here, which is good. Yeah, it's found the one way towards the exit, which is great. Great sorting out by the car. And yes, this is the way to go if we're leaving, which is really good. Really good. Sort of give way sign here. Car's got a good brake here. It should be going for it. I'm actually going to give that the encouragement because, yeah, that's Ride Road or Monovar Road in peak, and you don't really get much better opportunities than that. So intervention then, I could have potentially waited and I'm sure that the car would have eventually gone. My concern, if I didn't touch the accelerator, was that we would end up in heavier traffic and would have made it a harder mission to get out of that car park. Might take my sunnies off, I think. Swap over to my spectacles. There we go. You can see now. Yeah, so now we're going to head off to an Explore Gen charger, which the car should be able to hit by taking a couple of arterial roads here. We're hoping when we get to the charger that we end up hitting the actual charging bay. And that's going to be a left in 200 meters, so the car's finding the left lane, which is good. Doing pretty well here in FSD 1435 standard. Yeah, found a little bit of a pothole there. Around we go. I may have taken my sunglasses off too early, perhaps. As we're heading west at the moment. Yeah, so car doing pretty well here. It's a couple of Ks in traffic to get to our next turn. We've got 2 lanes going ahead. This one is going to actually end, so the car will need to be able to find its way over. So we'll see how it does there. It's seeing the other cars get over. Yeah, it's going for it. Yeah, reasonable there. Reasonable work by the car. It's got over through the traffic lights as well. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good in the end. Avoided a traffic light for us, so yeah, I can't argue with that. As a manual driver, just out of courtesy, I may have hopped in one car earlier. But, you know, can't really mark the car down for that. Everything that it did there was very reasonable. I'm going to have to swap back to my sunglasses. I think I was a bit too early there. There we are. Awesome. Yeah, car's doing pretty well here. Cruising along around 50. We are in a 60 zone. Follow distance is longish at the moment, but it's just very relaxed driving, so that's absolutely fine by me. Placement in the lane's great. No complaints here, really. Yeah, car's doing well. Okay, so we'll be looking for a right up here. Yeah, car's hit the lane at a really good time there. Excellent work. Yeah, no hesitation there, straight out and around. Takes the radius of that corner really well as well. Perfect. We haven't picked up the 50 zone here, but nonetheless the car seems to be adhering to 50, so there's definitely quite often disagreements between what the car visualizes here and what the car's actually doing. And for clarification, we are definitely in a 50 zone here. This is a local traffic area. Pedestrian on the side of the road there. Coming through a school zone, but it's obviously not school zone hours because we're at 5:05. Through the local shops. Change out of my sunnies again. Into the spectacles. Yeah, well navigated by the car, no issues there at all. No real challenges either, so yeah, FSD 1435 in standard mode. Car doing a couple of Ks under around this corner. Just very cruisy, relaxed style of driving. So I've got our destination options here. We're going to be hitting a car park at the destination. The destination is an Explore Gen charging station. And to note, we're not doing any type of preconditioning of the battery or anything like that. So gathering that that's not enabled for this destination charger. Sorry, not a destination charger, that was the wrong word. It's not Tesla, this is a third-party charging station. Car doing very well, just cruising along, keeping up with the traffic ahead. Up here on the right is our destination. Slowing down. It's got plenty of opportunity to go around to the right, which it does. Nice entrance. Pedestrian coming out, car's kind of waited. And over it goes, well done. More pedestrians. Right, the charging stations are here. The car is not going to find it, but it's looking for a park, which is not ideal, but you get that with navigation in 1435. The park, however, is superb. Textbook park there, so yeah, really can't complain. Great work. So we're stopped. I'm going to tap to drive and I can start self-driving. I wonder if I wait here long enough, will it go out? Might be pretty boring viewing, so I'm going to tap on the accelerator as soon as this bloke has walked past. There we go. A little bit of throttle there. And off we go.